Time now to check out what's happening in the farm fields. Joining me is Fred Seamon, and he is a director of ag research at CME Group. So welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So what are farmers telling you about the financial future now that we are post-harvest?
Well, our ag barometer came back and it was down a little bit this month. And what really drove that was farmers' expectations for the future. And it's interesting because I just came from the USA Rice Outlook Conference in San Antonio and spoke to a lot of farmers there, and they're rice farmers, but they also grow corn, soybeans, and wheat. And they were really looking for a post-harvest bounce that they haven't seen yet. So I think that was what was weighing on farmers' expectations for the future.
So maybe we're in a holding pattern there, but what about farm fields and farm prices? Anything new happening?
Because we asked that question in the barometer, I asked that question around, and most of what I heard from this group of farmers was they expected things to be status quo. But it was interesting in the barometer that farmers are quite optimistic about farm ground values looking forward 5 years.
You never know. So are we looking maybe for like a 5% or more increase, do you think?
It was pretty significant, so I don't know what percentage, but they are very optimistic longer term.
We will be watching. A lot of producers are also paying attention to what's coming out of DC with potential policy changes. So what are producers telling you?
NAFTA was first and foremost on everyone's mind in San Antonio. Very much concerns about that. Now, the rice industry really relies on Mexico as a customer, but they're corn, soybeans, and wheat farmers as well. So the concerns are very deep. A lot of concern that if we pulled out of NAFTA, it would have a very adverse effect on commodity prices.
Well, it's good to have you here. Thanks for sharing the information.
Thanks for having me.